Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're going into that dream state, that awkward world, of wishes and stuff like that.
You did a lot here.
What was it you called it?
The fictional dinner date.
The fictional dinner date. I love it. So, do you want to explain it?
Yeah, it's a great conversation starter, and I've used it with a lot of the friendships I've made over the years. Basically, the fictional dinner date is two situations, and it's usually broken down into historical or fictional. We're going to do both. It breaks down into who are two people, living or dead, throughout history that you would go on a dinner date with. And basically try and imagine it, who would it be?
Talk to them.
And talk to them. Yeah, I mean, it's a dinner date. You're hanging out, it's like a 4-course meal, you know what I'm saying? You're sitting down, you got these two people to talk to, two historicals and two fictional people that you basically hang out with for basically all night.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just hang out with these two people, whoever, all night.
RenderForce.com.
Okay, so yeah, that's the basics of what the fictional dinner date thing is. You pick two people. It's usually, like I said, broke down into historical or fictional, but in this situation, we're going to pick two historical, two fictional. And by the way, these videos are improv. I said before in a previous video that I thought some stuff on the way over to work, kind of thought out a little bit.
Right.
But, I mean, so these are really improv, so I'm kind of asking Tanner just on the fly here.
Yeah.
So that's the topic for today. Intro.
All right.
Yeah. Is this what part where we talk and it's to cover up the fact that we haven't bought it?
Yes. That's exactly what that's for. Okay, so we're going to be picking 2 and 2. I at least know one fictional and one historical person.
I say historical, but they can be around today.
Yeah, anyone.
Living or dead.
Right.
It can't be fictional is for people that have never existed. Obviously, historical's for anyone.
I'm going to start off with my fictional character.
Okay, good. I don't actually have fictional sets. So
oh, really? That's great.
That's great. Here.
Jace Bellerin.
Oh, from the Magic
Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be dope.
Yep, I would love to just sit down and just talk to him.
Wow, what would you want to ask?
For one, I love everything about him. All of his powers are just badass. The stuff that he wears is blue and gray, which is my colors. That's what I wear all the time, blue and gray. Just being how do you do it? How do you pull from the earth and use it? Explain it to me.
Yeah.
But I think that would be amazing to meet.
Well, I'll ask you. See, I'm not too familiar with him, but I'll ask you. Same thing. Everybody says, "Well, fictional." I'm like, okay, would this person kill you? How would the meeting go?
I hope not.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He can control people's minds and
you'd never know you met him.
I know. Yeah. He can wipe your mind clean.
Dang.
Yeah. But I would love to meet him and
I don't know
talk
if
to
I'd want
him.
to sit at a table with somebody that has that kind of ability.
Yeah.
Goodness. All right. I said 2. That's 1.
Another fictional?
And they have to. Those 2 are at the table too. So you also got to keep in mind that they're talking to each other.
Right. Okay. Another fictional character. Man, this is.
It's interesting, isn't it?
This is interesting because
you have to think about how you're going to react with them, and then how they're going to react with each other.
Yeah, and most of the time, I've pre-thought out what I'm going to say in these conversations, and this time completely taken off guard, so I'm not sure.
Got him.
Yeah, who I would go along with. Another. This is tough, dude.
TikTok. You wanted to go fictional, and you weren't ready because you thought of one guy, and you're like, "Oh,
I know, yeah, that was
yeah." There was 2.
Ash Ketchum.
What?
Ash Ketchum.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I thought about because honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I thought because I'm playing the Tomb Raider video game. I thought about Lara Croft, but then I was like. Then there's this girl sitting at the table with the other people that I've talked to about, and that's not going to go together. So I was like, next video game, Ash Ketchum.
So Ash Ketchum
Pokemon.
Sitting, what?
We'll go with Tomb Raider because that was my original thought.
I was like, what?
Lara Croft.
Dude's like 10 years old sitting next to some like some Magic the Gathering Professor Xavier, basically.
He throws a Charizard out at him. No, okay. We'll go with my first thought, which was Lara Croft.
Lara Croft and this guy
Jace
Jace.
Bellerin.
Yeah.
Because Lara Croft has gone on so many like adventures and stuff. It's amazing. Just the stories that she could tell.
She could tell, yeah.
Now fiction.
Well, I was going to ask you anything you'd ask her, anything in particular. I mean, you haven't. What are you going? What do you bring to the table, Tanner?
I'm gonna stare at them and be like, "You guys are my heroes."
So my two.
Fictional
for my two. Let's go with. Let's see how quickly Nick can come up with it. Boom! I want Sherlock Holmes and Tony Stark.
Hot
And
damn!
watch how that goes.
Wow!
And just sit there and just listen to that conversation.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, because seriously, are you kidding me? That's going to be enjoyable. What about that guy right there? He'll tell you everything you need to know about him. What about that dude right there? Everybody, anything you want to know, he'll be like, da 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 da. Tell me stuff about myself, probably make myself cry. But he's going to be able to do it on the fly.
Wow.
Credible intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you've got. It's also funny because Robert Downey Jr. played both.
I just played both of them. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I thought that. Yeah.
I didn't think of that till just now.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about the characters. But then Tony Stark, depending on his time, like what time period, he's going to know how to party.
Right.
He's going to know what food to get, where to go, what you know what I'm saying, where to hang out, who to bring if he were to bring people to hang out too. So
you kicked my ass on this one.
Yeah. So you've got Stark's bringing the party, and Holmes is going to bring basically the party game.
Right.
Basically, because even Stark's going to sit around and go, what about him? Yeah. What about him?
Yeah.
What can you say about this guy? What can you say about that?
Yeah, I like
that.
that.
And then think about everything Tony Stark's been through that you could ask. If in this fictional world, this person became real, you could ask about any of the other people in the Marvel universe.
Anyone.
If he's willing to talk about it.
That's awesome.
That's the whole thing. It's about the parameters of their personality and stuff.
Yeah.
Boom! Off the fly. That's my two.
Wow, that's really good.
Thank you. Would you like to go with my two historical?
I'm gonna go with my two historical first.
Okay. Don't get too excited now.
Well, I know you're gonna have really good ones, so it's gonna
go ahead.
Put me out.
Okay.
So first, Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Dark. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to meet Edgar Allan Poe, and my second one.
I'll just meet him you're at like a party with him. So
right, yeah. He'd be a little emo in the corner.
I love how you talk about Poe
as
the little emo in the corner.
Yeah.
Gosh.
My other one would probably be Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't speak English.
No, I'm gonna need a translator.
Okay, so some magical translator too. Okay.
Jace. Jace can translate for me.
We're on a different subject now.
Yeah.
Same crossover.
But I would definitely need a translator. Okay. But it's anybody.
So if they could, so if you could talk to him, that would be your two.
Right. Yeah. Because I could have said Hitler, but I don't speak German.
Why would you want to talk to Hitler?
I was just saying.
If I was going to bring Hitler, it'd be to kill the guy.
Anybody through history was my point.
Next time you go through anybody through history, try like George Washington, Napoleon. For God's sakes, don't automatically go, somebody from Hitler from history. Come on, man.
I go to that extreme.
Don't throw.
See, this is your.
Don't throw a random Hitler out there, man. I'm just saying when you're on the fly, don't go Hitler. Just
never go full Hitler.
That'll be our first T-shirt. When you're on the fly, don't go Hitler.
Yeah, don't go Hitler.
Oh, so my two.
You're the history guy.
My two, I'd absolutely, and a lot of people are going to be like, that's stupid. But if you actually know these two people's personalities, to have them sit together just to hear the conversation, without a doubt, I would want Winston Churchill and Benjamin Franklin. Masters of the English language, extremely witty, extremely intelligent. I mean, come on, seriously. And both know how to party. Churchill, he's really good in social gatherings.
Right.
He's a bit of an alcoholic. But Franklin, he was in France. He knew how to party. So, once again, Franklin bring the party. And, Churchill wouldn't exactly bring the party games.
Right.
But just to have those two, just with their level of wit and intelligence, just to have those two and sit down and have like a dinner date with them.
Right.
That would just be amazing. Just to be able to sit there and talk to them and stuff and hear the conversation. I think it would be amazing. Now, those are R2, but I will, wow, we're not even 15 minutes in. I will throw out one thing. One person I've also thought about for a long time would have been Tolkien, the guy that wrote Lord of the Rings. Because
that would be cool.
he was incredibly smart, incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, he made
when he was a kid, he was like writing he was making fictional languages.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
language.
he made his own languages.
I'm sure he'd be amazing to like hang out with and stuff. But he doesn't have that social charisma that you would get with like Churchill and then Franklin. Like
and
those
Tony
two.
Stark.
Yeah, Tony Stark and Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, yeah.
Man,
you thought about this. I've never thought about this before.
No, the fictional, I swear to you, the fictional was just when you were like, let's do fictional first. I'm like, okay, because I had my historicals for like a long time, but I haven't had my fictional. That was the first time coming up with my fictional.
That was really good.
Thanks, man.
Really good choices.
On the fly. See,
Mine were horrible.
See, I didn't go Hitler, so I went really good. You see, that's how you win in life.
I didn't go Hitler.
You're like, some history, Hitler.
Right.
That's not a synonym.
I'm not the history
Don't use
guy.
those two, but anyways, you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah. Well, everybody, that was who we would meet, fictional and throughout history. Mine was kind of horrible. This was my first time thinking about it. Now you kind of see what it's like when I didn't plan the topic.
Now you see what Nick goes through in most of these videos.
Normally I choose the topic and I know what I'm going to say, and in this I was completely caught off guard. But thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you're on the Anchor app, please give it an applause or share it.
Or a comment.
A comment. You do a video comment down below, which we will play on the show and respond back to you.
We keep asking, and then we keep throwing that line out, trying to fish one in.
Hasn't happened yet.
So if you want to be the first, even if it's just saying, hey, please.
Yeah. If you are on Apple or Google Podcasts, please share this and give it a rating. It helps us get out there for more people to find. Or just take like a snapshot, share it to your Instagram, whatever. But thanks for coming along, guys.
We'll see ya. You're late. Stop.
I was late.
Late.